about the decades that Minnesota Masonry was involved in developing these cities and towns that we so enjoy today and take for granted. Education, when I first got into Masonry, old Ed Halpus got me into the Masonic Monday thing. For years, I never visited the Blue Lodge. I was too busy with Masonic Monday. Then I got an interest in Scottish Rite, and all my interest went in. So I was a Mason for many years before I came and visited the Blue Lodge. But there's certain books that I like. You might call me off the wall. I call myself an alien because I existed before the singularity, before the big boom, into nothingness, which thought. That thought was lonely, and somehow, no one knows how, but somehow the singularity got formed out of that thought. And then the big boom came, and all else has been history. Now, hearing that from me, it sounds goofy as off the wall. Kiecker always is flying off in the universe, saying temporality is nothing but a comma in our total life. But I ran into this book just 2 days ago.
Oh, wow.
Really sparked my interest.
What's the name of the book?
Who Got Einstein's Office? And my God, it was like talking to my brother in here. The scientists who have come to the Institute for Advanced Studies are the ones who have revolutionized physics and have brought us close to what is perhaps the complete and final theory of nature. They have taken us from the dawn of quantum mechanics to the verge of grand unification, the theory of everything. The Institute scientists merely want to understand, but they want to understand everything, to know and to explain the whole of nature. They want to comprehend why the physical universe is the way it is and why it works the way it does. Now, most people won't find that of interest, but I sure do. Albert Einstein, he was the first president of this school of advanced thinkers. You know, in his years at the Institute for Advanced Study, quantum theory was Einstein's private obsession. While his colleagues were turning to quantum mechanics as it were manna from the Platonic heaven, Einstein just shook his head in disbelief. All this stuff about the observer influencing reality, events happening randomly, causelessly, it just makes no sense. See, Einstein believed in the God. Einstein was a scientist. He said it was plain unreasonable, and Einstein took every chance for saying so. Trotting out his famous God would have none of it epigrams. God does not play dice with the world. God may be subtle, but he is not malicious, and so on. Now, just one other thing. Light. In Masonry, we love to play on light. Let there be light. It was Einstein's specialty. Light was Einstein's specialty, his own personal domain, the topic that had fascinated him since the age of 16. He asked himself what the world would look like if you traveled on a light wave. And then, during the miracle year of 1905, he formulated the special theory of relativity, which defined the speed of light as one of the absolutes, or the invariants, of the physical universe. In 1911, he predicted light rays would be bent by gravity. In 1917, he advanced the idea of a light photon, a fundamental, massless, point-like parcel of energy and momentum. Einstein, in short, had done more than any other single physicist to understand the true nature of light. Towards the end of his life, the physicist worked on what he considered to be his final and ultimate task, that of uniting the phenomena of light and gravity into a single overall theory, a unified field theory. From such came EMC squared. And this is just a fascinating book. It just excites me because he's spiritual. It talks a great deal about pulling yourself out of the world and not being encased in temporality, where all we're doing is busy, spouting platitudinals and not measuring up. And he was able to do his thinking. He didn't have any Hubble, he didn't have no microscope or anything. This was pure thinking. And this whole school of Princeton was founded on the principle of thinking without instruments of any kind. Now this is interesting. And if I could go to a Masonic place where they're studying a book and study a book like this, I would love to participate. Now, I'm eager to hear from a lot of other people.
Why don't you take a seat? We're going to invite some people up here to talk about it. Worshipful Brother Kevin Schwab, I'd like to invite you to the podium first.